with wheezing and coughing and sneezing and sneers. It's the most horrible time of the year. And that sums up how I've felt the past few days, but I'm feeling better now. Anyway, greetings from the past, fellow time travelers. I am Sporkinator, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time HD. In the last episode, we completed the Gerudo's training ground and acquired the ice arrows, and then made our way back to the Temple of Time, where Sheik revealed herself, blah blah blah, whatever, to be Princess Zelda. And now, we don't really have a way of getting into the castle, do we? We have to save Princess Zelda from her imprisonment in Ganon's castle. Yeah, good idea, Navi, except how do we get there? I mean, it's not like there's a bridge to the castle or anything. Oh, what's this?
Your mum, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Gannons Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda.
Okay, so what's the status? Did we use up our entire special effects budget? Yeah? Oh well, it was worth it. Anyway, in we go. This is it, guys. We're headed towards the finale at some point. Unfortunately, one does not simply walk into Ganon's Tower. Even though we just did. But the fact is, you don't just face Ganondorf right away. No, of course not. There's gotta be a ton of obstacles to slow us down. Now, there's 2 Beamos ahead, but I believe we can just run past those. Just like that. Make them look like fools trying to hit me. Now, fun fact, there's many different ways, well, I guess many different orders you could do the trials in. Because there's like, 6 trials? I think there's 6 medallions, right? Yeah, light, spirit, water, whatever. But the one we actually want to do first, for certain reasons, which you will see once we get to it, we actually want to do the shadow barrier first. And there's more than one way to do this. What I usually do is I just use my long shot to grab onto that torch, and then from there I grab onto the like to get across. And I also open this chest, which probably contains arrows. I'm gonna go double check that right now. But there is actually another way for us to get across. And that involves using our fire arrows. This is optional, by the way. But we can use our fire arrows to shoot that unlit torch on the other side of the room, and it should do a thing. It makes platforms appear for a limited amount of time, and we can use these to cross the uncrossable gap that we would have otherwise crossed with the long shot. Like I mentioned before, you don't have to use the fire arrows and shoot the torch to get across here, but it is one way to do it. Wow, the like goes down in 1 normal hit from Bigoron's sword? How come that didn't work well in the Gerudo's training ground? Huh. Oh well. Now let's see, how do we get across this next part? I wonder. Do I need to shoot that same torch again? It's worth a try. I actually don't usually do it this way. That's why I'm so unfamiliar with this. Or maybe I'm just, oh, there's a platform here, okay. Because I had a feeling that the hover boots were not going to reach. But how would I have gotten, I know I've done it before without the fire arrows. I don't remember how I would have gotten across here otherwise. Oh well. But I'm fairly certain. Maybe with our lens of, we're probably gonna need our lens of truth anyway. I'll just go ahead and get that out. So basically, we're going to need our lens of truth and the hover boots, so I'm gonna equip those. So let's see what we've got. Oh yeah. Turn back, was there anything I missed there? No, probably not. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've done this without ever using fire arrows. I just can't remember. It's been too long since my last playthrough. But anyway, that switch makes the chest appear, which conveniently enough we can grab onto to get out of that tough spot. And in here we have, I don't know, something probably. Let's see what it is. I got the things! You found the golden gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Grab with A and lift stuff up. Well, rest in peace, silver gauntlets. You are arguably cooler looking than the golden ones. In many people's opinion, but hey, I like the golden ones. They're even better. They're more powerful, and they look better too, in my opinion. But that's just me, so whatever. I am down by 1 heart, so it's kind of nice that they do have hearts here. I can just walk across this thing, right? Aha, here we are, but how do we open the thing? Oh, I can't use fire arrows and Lens of Truth at the same time. That's fascinating. Oh, there's a switch over there I missed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and take care of that. Can I get to it from here? That is a risk I was willing to take. Oh boy, but it worked out. It paid off. Right then, so let's pull out our megaton hammer and hammer down the rusty switch, as it were, and there we go. Now, I don't think we have to walk back. We should just be able to hookshot onto this torch. What I really want to know is, does shooting the torch with a fire arrow or using Din's fire do anything? I'm about to find out, because I really don't know. Light the torch. What does it do? Oh, it does the same thing as the other one. Well, that's no fun. Are you serious? Anyway, let's go through the door here and see what awaits us. Aha, this is one of the 6 evil barriers. So before we go, we want to smash these pots, because they usually contain magic refills and hearts. Or in this case, arrows. What? I was expecting rupees. And before I forget, I'm gonna take the hover boots off, because let's face it, wearing these butter shoes is really annoying. And now our next goal is to, of course, shoot the evil barrier with the light arrow, and there's no rule saying we can't get up close to it. So, oh, I forgot to equip the light arrows. Silly me, that was a fire arrow. Fire arrows don't work. No, we're gonna need the light arrows, and I don't believe I ever showed off the ice arrows, but they are mostly useless, to be honest. There's absolutely no situation in the game, as far as I know, that is made easier with ice arrows. But I could be wrong, let me know. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. Yeah, I know, I always do these barriers out of order. I always do the shadow barrier first. Why? Because of the golden gauntlets. Now you know. So there you go, that's dispelled. 1 down, 5 to go. But before we continue, I'm going to use the golden gauntlets to do a really cool thing. We just need to make our way back out of Gannons Tower, because there's a really cool thing we can do now that we have the golden gauntlets. So here we go, back outside, I believe is this way. Yep, there's the 2 BMOs waiting to ambush me. Haha, you missed me, you fool. Maybe if your vision wasn't so slow, you could hit me. I don't know, it's one of those times where I feel like making a joke, but I've got nothing. Anyway, outside Ganon's castle here, you will note that there are a lot of those silver boulders that we can lift with these silver gauntlets. However, absolutely none of them are important. What is important is this big pillar back here. There will be more of these in the game besides this one, and I remember it said check, and the Navi just gives you question marks. But yeah, with the golden gauntlets, we can actually lift very heavy things. Yeah, such strength. I mean, how do the gauntlets even work? I mean, sure, they give you more grip, right? That's how gauntlets would work. Yeah, they give you more grip, but you've still got to have the strength to lift. They're not magic. Or are they? For all we know, they are. This is The Legend of Zelda, after all. So, as you can see, we're in a fairy's fountain. So, for the last time, let us call the Great Fairy. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I'm sorry, I just had to sing along with that. I was in the mood. I was in the mood, man. Oh, hell, well, seeing her puts me Completely different mood altogether, if you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. Welcome, your mom. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. Ooh, that sounds very handy indeed. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Yep, I suppose that's always a last-ditch possibility. But I have become more powerful than you could have possibly imagined. Not only do I have 2 full rows of health, 20 hearts, but with the damage reduction, it's like having 40 hearts. I'm fairly certain that nothing can kill us now. Nothing. Anyway, let's head back into Gannons Tower and continue taking down those evil barriers. We've got 5 to go, so let's get a move on, why don't we? Oh yeah. And you'll notice the graphical representation of the double defense power is actually white colored borders around the display of hearts. So that's kind of interesting to note. But anyway, once again, we are going to roll past the stupid Beamos and go back through this door, and here we are, back where it all started. And I think at this point, I don't really have a preference as to which order I go through them. So we might as well go through them in the proper order, with the exception of the Spirit Barrier, which I already did. Since the Forest Barrier happens to be nearby, and it was the first adult temple in the game. Of course, there is also a Light Barrier, so this is probably not the right order at all. Oh boy, so there's a Wolfos there, we defeat him, and... what do we have in this chest? Probably nothing important. Just 5 rupees. Okay then. So, to move past this room, we're going to probably need Din's Fire. And I might need fire arrows too, I'm not sure. Because yeah, when I do Din's Fire, all the torches around me are going to light, but yeah, it doesn't reach that torch up there. So I'm fairly certain that fire arrows are optional. I could go over there and use Din's Fire again, but honestly, it's a lot more practical to just pull out a fire arrow and light the last torch that way. So there we go, now we may proceed through the door. And at this point, I might as well just re-equip the light arrows because I am going to need them later. And I can't remember, do I need hover boots for this? I'm not even sure. Oh well, I'll just put them on if such a thing actually comes up. So right here, we actually want to play the Song of Time. If you're really tricky, you can actually get this silver rupee with the hover boots. But there's no need for that if you prefer to just play the Song of Time and make this block appear instead. And the camera angle's being really weird. There we go. So that is the first silver rupee. Now be really careful and make sure you don't fall down. Because if you do, I think I am going to need the hover boots for this. Yeah, because I got to hover my way across here. There we go. And I'm also going to have to go down there and hit that switch at some point. But that's for later. Wow, I re-equipped the light arrows when I'm gonna end up equipping the bombs. Oh well, like I said, I'm the man with no plan. Beamos, down, check. Moving on. Across the chasm, the pit, whatever you want to call it. It's funny, chasm I think is spelled C-H-A-S-M. And when I first saw the word, you won't believe this, but I pronounced it chasm. I don't know if that's right, wrong, or probably ridiculous, but yeah, that's how I first pronounced it, was chasm. I was like, chasm? What the heck's a chasm? Who ever heard of a chasm? It's weird, but that's how I pronounced it. And I'm afraid I'm gonna get blown off. Should I equip the iron boots? I think that's what I'm supposed to do here. That will stop me from getting blown off, right? Yeah, I can stand here and look around now. Although I guess I didn't really need the iron boots, I just had to run away and not get blown by the fan, but hey, it never hurts to be safe. So now I'm actually gonna wait for the fan to stop spinning, sorry about all this, and then I'm gonna proceed. Okay, it stopped. Now I'm afraid to jump across the pit with the iron boots on. I don't know if that's possible, so I'm gonna take the iron boots off. Oh boy. And to get that last silver rupee, I think I actually have to hit that switch down there, and it should do some kind of thing that makes grabbing the... Holy crap, I fell! Oops. Well, I'll see you guys in a bit when I've collected the other rupees again. Okay, so this time I actually hit this switch right away. Ow. Stupid Beamos! Screw you! Anyway, I hit the switch right away and made this thing appear. That's actually what the thing does. And there we have the last silver rupee. So once again, I guess I'll see you in a bit when I've collected the others. I collected them out of order this time, that's what I did, so... Yep. See you in a bit. Or not, I don't know, whatever. It's not gonna take me that long to round up these silver rupees again, is it? Shoot, man. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Did I ever? Did I ever know what I was doing? Probably. Probably not. But now the last one is this one. So that should go a whole lot better than it did before. Get off, get off, get off, get off! Go through, go through! Alright, we made it, folks. Here we are at the next evil barrier to destroy with the light arrows. Oh, there's a heart there. It gave me a heart. What do we have here? Magic refill? I will take it. Because once we hit the evil barrier with the light arrow, we won't be able to get the magic refill because it will teleport us out of here. Which is extremely handy because it would suck to have to walk all the way back after all. So there we have it. Forest barrier. Dispelled. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, your mom. Oh, this name. It's like I regret it and have no regrets at the same time, if that makes any sense. Oh, man. So that's 2 down? 4 to go? I think we should be able to kill one more before we end here. So let's see what we have. You know what? Screw doing them in the right order. I don't care. The spirit barrier is right over here. So we're just going to go ahead and hit this one next. Whoa. Holy crap. Get those hover boots off my feet. I'm still wearing them. There we go. Well, this is going to be fun and a half. Look at this. Is the game lagging? It's going down to 16 frames per second. Wait, let me go back. I want to make sure it's not like a PC issue or anything. Yeah, 20 frames here. Step in here, and it's going down to 15. I don't know why. Oh well, I guess the game is like, maybe that's what the original console did? I don't know. Because I did make some changes to my emulator settings to make the game emulate more accurately, as it were, and that was mostly just timing issues. But like, when I played this game in an emulator before, it never lagged. I was able to get 20 frames per second the whole time. But I'm thinking maybe with those timing adjustments, the game is now once again allowed to lag like it might have done on the original console. So maybe that's why the frame rate is a little lower right now. I don't know if you notice or not, but I notice. I can notice it slowing down. Well, the lag is gone now that I've killed the Beamos. That's weird. Everything's fine now. Can I get that one? Can I do a thing? Can I do a thing? That works. I just really don't feel like moving these Armo statues. I'm lazy. And I've got double defense power, so I don't give one single crap. That works. Perfect. I'll take it. I lost a whole heart, which I guess would have normally been 2 hearts. But yeah, double defense power. What now? You don't know about my double defense power. So we took these guys down, and we can reach that switch with our sword, oddly enough. And there's a thing here. But what does it contain? Probably Bomb Chew? Probably Bomb Chew. I got a thing! It's Bomb Chew. Called it. Called it. Anyway, that is a hint that we are going to need Bomb Chew to get past this next part. There's a switch, of course, on the other side there. And, like, the line... You have to line yourself up for this if you can. Should I go back through the door? Will the enemies respawn? You know, if they do, I won't even be mad. Yep, I'm not even mad. I can make this work. I can work with this. Ha! Link is now facing a different way. And that makes me mad, because I was supposed to stay lined up. I'm trying to do a thing where I line myself up precisely and only make 90-degree turns. Yeah, because this is really hard otherwise. If I did it right, though... Oh man, that was perfect. I was perfectly lined up for that. Like, getting lined up for that is really hard unless you, like, enter the room and do this trick with the camera where you turn 90 degrees. This is like stuff that speedrunners do. They do tricks and make sure they're facing certain directions for certain setups and certain glitches. And yeah, I can't fully explain it myself because I don't do glitchy speedrunning. But yeah, it's important for stuff like that. Now, I know it is possible to shoot an arrow through the fire to hit the web up there, but screw that noise. We have the fire arrows, and that is so much easier. So we're gonna pull out our fire arrows here and go ahead and burn a hole in the ceiling, because why not? And with the hole in the ceiling, we should be able to shine light onto the suns. Now, only one of them is the correct one. The rest, I think, are just traps. So I'm gonna take a guess here. That was the wrong one. Now I have to dodge a wall master. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that one. I'd really like to not waste time. I'd like to get it right. I'm gonna take a... It might have been this one if memory serves correctly. Okay, yeah, I need to remember that. It's like, facing this door, it's like to the right and back. So it's always that one right there. It's not random or anything. So I guess if you can memorize that, you could save a lot of time and not have to fight all the wall masters. Holy crap. Remember one time I went through there and I got the wrong one. It's like, oh, is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Oh, look, there's only one left. I wonder which one it is. That took so much time. I had to kill like 3 wall masters. It was insane. But anyway, let's hit the evil barrier with our light arrows and be on our way. In fact, this is going to be the end of the episode, because it's that time. But anyway, here's Naburu. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid. Oh, I wanted you to say hurry up your mom. Oh well, I'll take it. Well, folks, 3 evil barriers down, 3 to go. We are halfway done with the barriers. I am Sporkinator, and I will see you guys in the next video. May we meet again in the future. Goodbye for now.